The Ballad of Wallis Island is a very sweet-natured, really a real return to roots British indie film that is so sweet and gentle and heartwarming that you really feel like it's throwing back to a style of storytelling that you don't really get a lot of nowadays. I mean, I've been following Tim Key for a long time now, and as a comedian, I've always felt like he was a bit of a unsung highlight. So anytime his name came up in a TV show or a bill for a comedy show that I was watching, I always knew that Tim Key would be a great get. And of course, him and Tom Basden have worked together for some time now and have been great collaborators. But this really feels like, I don't know, a payoff to a career in respect and a collaboration between the two. We'd follow Tom Basden, who's a musician who was a big time, sort of internationally recognised star, who was part of a double act with Carey Mulligan's character, but his star has waned, and he's been invited to this small island, Wallis Island, to what he thinks is a charity gig, and as it turns out, it's a gig for one man, which is Tim Key's character. And there's not much more else to say other than it's very sweet and it's very funny, but not in a over-the-top way. It's very character-driven. It's really a two-hander between Tom Basden and Tim Key. Carey Mulligan is in some of the film, but not a ton. And it has other characters who are spotted around the central two, but really it is a two-hander between them and their interplay. And again, at the heart of it, there is just something very sweet and gentle about it, that it's not trying to say big things about people's musical careers. It's not trying to say anything about isolation. It is much simpler than that. And I think consequently, it's much more heartwarming because it is just about this sort of unconventional, you can't call it a friendship because they've only just met, but this sort of dynamic between these people. And there, you could say there's a theming about discovering your love of your passion again, as the Tom Basden character sort of goes back to the roots of his music. But yeah, it is. There's something very goes down well with a cup of tea type film, where it is just very, very simple and sweet, funny, but not sort of roll off your chair funny, just sort of sweetly funny, and nice. It is nice to just watch a very sort of nice film with a very nice message at its core.